thank you so much for being here today. I'm really excited to learn a lot more about your businesses and your entrepreneurial journey thus far, and also your experiences with EO Brisbane and the broader organisation.
Oh, thanks Annika, I'm really excited too.
Good. So the first question I really want to ask you is just to find out a little bit more about your business and your journey into being an entrepreneur thus far.
Yes, well I definitely was not the girl who was having the lemonade stand, that's for sure. I really loved working in a big corporate and climbing the ladder quite quickly, quite young. Then I guess when I couldn't see where I was going to go further, I was really grasping for what is my next move in my career as such. So having a good look into the hospitality industry and customer service and potentially what was broken and needed to be fixed, I then stepped into creating my own cafe in Brisbane.
Fantastic.
So after working in and out of quite a few hospitality businesses, I then realised that the back end of things, as in HR documents and the training aspect of all of the jobs that are involved in running a restaurant or a cafe, really weren't touched on in Brisbane as such.
Yeah, okay.
I really wanted to put a focus on making everything quite official in how the young ones got a job and how they left a business at the same time. So that's really where my passion came into play.
So Olivia, tell me a little bit more about how you define success.
I find that a really difficult question because as I'm still growing and learning and clearly still quite young, I think I'm finding out what that means. And the more people I ask to share how they feel success is, I take a little bit of each of those answers and go, oh yes, maybe it means that to me. I can't help but be extremely financially driven, but I'm really trying to not let that take a hold of what success means.
Absolutely. And how long have you been in EO for?
I've been in EO for nearly 6 years now. I started as an accelerant, so in my first year of the business, I was only 24, so I found that very daunting with my peers of no one else being involved in a business like that. So it was really great to have that quick setup of the business with the accelerator program and put all the foundations in play. I accelerated then really quickly into EO and have absolutely loved being surrounded by peers. Although it was quite daunting at first, I've definitely found my place. So I'm a coach this year for the accelerators and I have been on the accelerator board. Thank you. And it's just really nice to be able to have the opportunity to give back to something that has given me so much.
What was the one thing that you've learnt about EO that you didn't know before you joined?
I think I'm lucky in that I'm very familiar with the program because my dad was a part of YPO and I guess I've been a part of a youth program and forum for 2 years prior as well, which did really set me up to excel in the business as such. So I guess there wasn't really too much that I didn't realise about EO, but what I have learnt a lot is from the peer group and who's been involved in the conversations that I've had.
Yeah, so you already knew that you wanted to be part of it before you started?
Oh, definitely.
And tell me about the leadership roles that you've had during your time with EO.
I've been on the accelerator board as the engagement chair because I do really love making everyone happy. I've then continued to go onto the EO board as engagement chair as well and also taken on the mentorship program role, which has been a huge learning curve.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And then also rolling out, I guess, 2 programs within EO Brisbane itself. Trying to get the key executive program up and running has been challenging but very rewarding at the same time. And we're just about to kick off a youth program too.
And can you tell me a little bit more about the KEP program?
Yeah, sure. When I was an accelerator and realised clearly the value that that program holds, I then brought my manager along to one of the days so that we could be aligned and she could actually implement everything that I learnt. But it did come from myself so that we're on the same page about everything that needed to happen in the business. It was fantastic. So I really wanted to advocate for that. So now any EO member can bring their key executive along or their key executive team and learn the same lessons and have them implement it and also that buy-in factor.
How has EO contributed to your life?
Oh, greatly. I really enjoy being a part of the community that really challenges me and expands my mind and just has so many opportunities that I can take professionally as well as personally. I think that my growth mindset just really loves that atmosphere. it's been amazing through clearly not just the hard times, but the times that we should be celebrating as well. And it's usually my peers that will put their hand up and go, let's just take a minute, and we actually need to congratulate you on whatever that goalpost was that I've already shifted.
Liv, thank you so much for taking the time to speak to me today. It's been wonderful getting to know you.
Oh, thank you.
And we'll see you soon.
See you soon.